Hello and welcome to A Mindful Moment. I'm Justin Epstein, author of the top-selling book Super You and minister of the Unity Center of New York City. We are exploring the great spiritual classic book, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. I'm going to read for you a few sentences from page 21 in chapter 1. He says, "If you cannot feel your emotions, if you are cut off from them, you will eventually experience them on a purely physical level, as a physical problem or symptom. A great deal has been written about this in recent years, so we don't need to go into it here." So there have been studies saying that 95% of doctor visits are stress related. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. And he makes an important point. If you're not in touch with your emotions, then they go underground and can affect your physical body. And I've read stories about people who carried around resentment or bitterness for a long time, and somehow it manifested in the body as cancer or some other things. I'm not saying that we should always say that something in me caused that. I'm not saying that. But what we are saying is that carrying around negative emotions, not being aware of our emotions, is not good for us physically, emotionally. It certainly doesn't help us enjoy life, and we're only here for a few number of years, really, in the grand scheme of things. So it's important to be aware of emotions. A lot of people are afraid of their emotions. They're afraid if I feel my sadness, I'll cry forever. Or if I let myself get angry, I'm afraid I'm going to hurt somebody. And the reality is, if you're identified with your mind, including your emotions, then yeah, you think that's who you are. And it makes sense that we would feel, I'm going to cry forever, or I'm going to get angry and hurt somebody. Yeah, if you identify with that. But if you realize you're the one in this body who has thoughts, who has emotions, who has sensation in the body. And when you can observe that and feel it, then you're the one in charge. You're the one in control, not the emotion. See, that's a big difference. And then you can let yourself feel those emotions without them dragging you under. Have you ever cried? I mean, really cried. And no, Justin, I don't cry. You should once in a while. You're crying and part of your mind is watching you cry. Have you ever done that? Part of your mind is like, wow, he's really crying. Or I'm really crying. Yeah, it's because there's a part of us, and that's what we're talking about here with the power of now, learning to be more in that observer state. And when you can just observe your thoughts, observe your feelings, you find that those emotions will pass on through like clouds passing through in the sky. They're nothing to be afraid of. You can learn to take deep breaths when you feel them. You can go for a walk. When you realize you're the observer and you're in charge, you can shift those emotions. First, you acknowledge them so you're not repressing them. Repression is you're stuffing them. You go, I'm not angry. I'm not sad. No, I'm not. Yeah, look again. That's repression. No, we're talking about, and we're not saying just express it, let it all hang out. If you're angry, throw something. No. Let yourself feel it and then take action to shift it. Go for a walk, go to the gym, watch a uplifting movie, call up a friend, read a book. You're the one who's in charge. So we're going to talk more about this, these ideas in our next mindful moment as well. So I'll see you next time for another mindful moment.
Thank you for joining me for a mindful moment. Remember to subscribe to my channel for more mindful moments as they go live. Click above for a list of previous mindful moments to enjoy on your own time, anytime.